Okay, this artifact is going to begin by with number 5, promote a shared vision. So this is a template that was created for Shoreline Junior High School that is in Davis District here in Utah. And you can see that it's set up where teachers could add an image, their instructor name, email address. If we go to the module view on this, there's a homepage and an alternate homepage. If we look at the alternate homepage, you can see we've got a banner with some buttons on this one, a little bit different look. Teachers can pick either one of those homepages, and then it's set up in the module view where it's kind of set up with week by week. And then the navigation menu is also set so that students will be navigating through the modules and not have all of these other options. And so the shared vision that we have is that every teacher at the junior high school will be using this template to build their course. All right, next thing to look at is number 6, which is advocate for equitable access. So one of the big issues that we were trying to solve here is that students were complaining about navigation, that if these options, let me go here to the settings so you can see in the navigation menu, if these are all turned on or different ones are turned on, it's confusing class by class to know how to navigate this. I mean, you can see there's almost 30 options here, and that would get really confusing if every teacher looked different, and a lot of them did before we did this. But now all the teachers are going to use this template, and so every student will be navigating the course using the modules to do that. The other thing that we did is using Ally, which is our system for accessibility. You can see this is the course and all the content that's in there. So using Ally, we're 81% accessible, whereas before without it, we were only 41%. And the only things that really aren't set up in Ally, and I don't consider really any of them a big deal, is if you look here, you can see this got a perfect score. This just says blank banner image. So everything in here is marked to be accessible, but the one that isn't and is actually giving us a low score is this one. And this is just a syllabus. It's not meant to actually be read by anybody. It's just to show teachers that they could put a syllabus in the course. And so, I'm not really worried about that score. We'd probably be much closer to 100% without that. But you can see everything that's in here. We've got the green light on, all the items in the course. And so we wanted to make this accessible in every way for our students. Okay, the next one is number 7, which is model new tools and resources. So after we built this, or after this template was built, I put it into the Canvas Commons, which is like the repository, so that it can be shared. You can see we have 74 downloads, so the staff has downloaded this and added it to their course. And I spent time explaining why we set the course up the way we did, and went over all the things that were in the course so that they would understand it. And then we downloaded in there, and then the teachers were able to personalize it the way that they wanted to set it up. And then the last one we want to look at is number 15, which is demonstrate effective communication with all student supporters. So throughout this whole process, originally I was contacted by the administration to get some help with this. And then what they did is they set up a Canvas user group with the school. So their top Canvas users, we sat down and decided how we wanted to set this course up. Like, what was the main way of navigation? We decided, okay, in the settings, what did we want our navigation to look like? What did we want the home page? And it was decided, hey, we ought to give a couple options here. So we have a home page and an alternate home page. I also met with Canvas and discussed with them how to best handle these issues. This was prototyped with students so that we could see how it would work. And we got very favorable results from that, because the kids said, hey, this is great. There's only one way to navigate the course. We really appreciate that everything's organized in modules and we know how to get through it. And so this not only helped the students out, it helped teachers beginning adding stuff into the course because they knew that they had to organize through the module point of view. So really the result of all of our discussions and communications is this template. And you can see that we set it up with allies so that it would be accessible, and then it was added into Canvas Commons so that teachers could then download it into their course.